Yeah, Dave, this is what you want to see if you want to be an effective playoff team, right? How do you bounce back from adversity? And I know in playoff situations it's different. You don't get another game if you lose one, but you want to be able to feel like you have been through some rough patches. We saw a 3-game skid earlier this year from the Niners. Saw a rough game against Baltimore. I know it's not the same defense. I know Washington struggles, but this is what you want to see if you're Kyle Shanahan, the bounce-back ability of your team.
Well, not only that. I mean, obviously you struggled against Baltimore, but short week, short preparation, got to fly all the way from west to east. You've got to face a team that really is not only fighting, but fighting to put great film for the next coach, if that is the case, or for other teams as well. So this is not just one of those things that you just throw it away. This is a big-time victory for San Francisco, and they've had injuries as well, and so bounce back by their quarterback, all these things very important on their way to trying to secure that #1 seed overall.
Now, we talked with Fred Warner the other day. He felt that his defense didn't do enough against Baltimore. Your thoughts on what we saw today? We saw a couple of interceptions, and we saw good pressure over the course of the day, too.
Yeah, no question about the pressure. We saw those interceptions and the way they played, the way they responded as well. And Fred Warner talked about it. He goes, if we just could have picked off 2 balls, created 2 turnovers against Baltimore, we'd have won that game. And so really felt like that was on them. And they showed up today and were able to create those turnovers and give their offense extra opportunities with the football.
Potential to lock up the #1 seed depending on what happens in Philadelphia. This is a real contender, obviously, and most people would tell you that San Francisco might be the most talented team in the NFL. Certainly, they would make a case in the NFC for it. What do you like about this team that makes you feel like, all right, they're ready for that push to try to win a Super Bowl this year?
Well, I think there's a complete team, and they have talent all over the place. But it's not just the talent. They have great talent both offensively and defensively. But the way they play, the way they set the tone, the way they physically just try to wear you down and beat you up, that's really what sets them apart. And offensively, Kyle Shanahan, to me, is the best orchestrator of offense in the National Football League. He doesn't just call plays. He calls the offense, and that's kind of what sets them apart as, to me, the best offense in football.
We saw a lot of good elements from the San Francisco 49ers today on the cusp of the #1 seed as they knock off the Commanders in Landover.